Alright, right now I want to talk about the middle way. This is a central teaching in Buddhism and Taoism, and really, it's teaching the middle path between extremes, between polarities. And I think it's safe to say that we live in a very polarized world today. You see that with politics, obviously, you see that with the way that we relate to ourselves. I'm either a winner, a loser, success, or a failure. The way that we relate to our lives and our ambitions, saying, "Oh, I know I can be better, so I want to be in better shape. I want to make more money. I want to do all these things." On one pole and the other pole, I'm fine the way that I am. It's perfect. It's okay. Just relax, chill, be in the present moment. All of these extremes, all of these polarities are useful, beneficial at certain times, even politically. This might be hard to hear, but views from the Democratic Party and views from the Republican Party are useful at different times in the right moderation. When we fall too far to the extremes, we lose balance, we lose health, actually. We lose our way. And a lot of people have fallen into the trap of the extremes, where it's hard to see straight. And you see this in your own life. Again, if I think, "Oh, I'm a success for sure. I'm always a success. I'm always on top of my shit. Nothing can touch me. I'm unstoppable." If you always think that, you're actually very vulnerable to anything that might shatter that self view. What happens if you get laid off? What happens if someone does better than you? What happens if this glass house we've constructed shatters? And at the same time, if we fall too far into the camp of I'm a failure, we can, make an inference on the impact of that, which is pessimism, probably a lack of motivation, inability to really apply oneself because of this view. But again, falling in the middle is healthy. We're not cocky and an egomaniac, but we're also not putting ourselves down. Saying, "Hey, I have achieved a lot. But also there's more to achieve. I haven't done it yet." When we merge the two, we find that balance. And same with how we relate to ourselves, saying, "Oh, I could be better. I want to be in better shape. I want more money. I want, to be liked by XYZ person," whatever. There's no right answers. On the other side, "I'm perfect the way that I am. I don't need to change." Again, we fall too far into this camp of more and more and more. We'll never be able to rest. We'll never find satisfaction because we're always looking towards something else, always looking for something in the future. Even if I get this job, make this money, have these people like me, there's always something after that. Oh, maybe 10 million, 100 million, billion. Maybe I need to be the CEO of this company. Maybe I need to go this vacation. Maybe I need to date famous people. Whatever. Okay. There's always more. On the other side, there's this complacency almost of just as far as like, "Oh, I'm perfect the way that I am." Valid and true, but at the same time, are you sure you don't want to see what you're made of in this life? What you can accomplish, what you can become, what you can really do with this that's been given to you, which also it's not really you and it's not yours to keep. So might as well take it for a ride and see what we got. That's my perspective, at least. So again, avoiding extremes, finding somewhere in the middle where both I have the ability to tap into the perfection of this moment. I can tap into the beauty, the peace, the real felt sense of perfection, not just something up here, but this is it. This is it, right? This is this is the show. Remembering that, being able to tap into that, while simultaneously being able to try on a different view, which is, yes, it's all perfect and I'm perfect, and I will be if I shoot for the stars and fail, or if I just stay here on the couch and watch Netflix and eat pizza. You'll be perfect regardless, so what do you want to do? Again, the old middle way, somewhere in between extremes, this seems to be the healthiest place to be. And again, we can apply this to politics where we see, I might have said this already, but anyways, Democratic views, Republican views, useful at different times. The strength of our country is diversity. The strength of a forest is diversity. We need a diverse spectrum of ideas to not fall into this kind of monocropping of the mind. Monocropping agriculturally, not healthy. No healthy forest has one tree in it, one species of tree. We need different flavors of people to provide resilience, to provide checks and balances to the culture. Again, the homogeneity is very vulnerable in a lot of ways. So that's just my take. Hopefully people don't continue to spit venom my way for any political nonsense that happens to come out of my mouth. But yeah, so this is just highlighting the necessity of the middle way. Noticing, are we falling into the realm of polarities? Are we falling into the realm of extremes in our lives? And what's the outcome of that? Do I want to do that? Can I find somewhere in between, the middle way between extremes? Just feeling into that and seeing what the outcome is, what the income is. But just realizing what I found, which is if you want to live optimally, you have to find the middle way. Just to end, there's a story of the Buddha who was asked by a musician, how do you meditate? The Buddha said, much like tuning your instrument, which was a lute or some sort of stringed instrument. Much like tuning your instrument, you have to pull tension into the strings. You need to make them tense. Too loose and they don't make a sound. But too tight, tune them too tight and they snap. So, not too tight and not too loose is how we meditate. We can apply that to life as well. So in meditation, not too tight, not too loose, as far as focus on the breath or noting or whatever, loving kindness practice. Focus on that. That's your object of meditation, but don't contract and fixate and be too tight with it. Find that balance of tightness and looseness. Let the mind wander a little bit. Don't be a fascist of the mind. Don't be a dictator of your own experience. Let it flow. Simultaneously, we're meditating right now, so come back to the breath. Again, balance between extremes. So how do we do life? Not too tight, not too loose. In every domain. Can't just become workaholics, work 70-hour weeks our whole lives and expect to be happy and content, fulfilled. Not in every avenue of our lives, at least. And we can't sit on the couch and watch Netflix and eat pizza and expect to be deeply fulfilled. Balance is key. My name is Duff. Thank you for watching. This is The Middle Way.